at the United Nations a couple of times a week. The meditation leader is Sri Chinmoy, and this is what he said. The United Nations is the chosen instrument of God, a divine messenger carrying the banner of God's inner vision and outer manifestation. One day the world will treasure the soul of the United Nations as its very own with enormous pride, for this soul is all-loving, all-nourishing, and all-fulfilling, unquote. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have fallen for Zeitgeist, you have fallen right into the hands of the New World Order. Alice Bailey, in her book Externalization of the Hierarchy, lays out the plan. She explains how the Theosophists, Freemasons, and elite will bring forth the New World Order, the New Age, and how they will restore the mysteries. Think about current events, she said, quote, "Years ago I said that the war which may follow this one, World War II, would be waged in the field of world religions. It will be fought largely with mental weapons and in the world of thought. It will involve also the emotional realm from the standpoint of idealistic fanaticism. This inherent fanaticism will fight against the appearance of the coming world religion and the spread of esotericism. For this struggle, certain of the well-organized churches, through their conservative elements, are already girding themselves. Those sensitive to the new spiritual impacts are still far from powerful. That which is new always faces the supreme difficulty of superseding and overcoming that which is old and established. The three main channels through which the preparation for the New Age is going on might be regarded as the Church, the Masonic fraternity, and the education field. All of them are as yet in relatively static condition, and all are as yet failing to meet the need and to respond to the inner pressure. But in all of these three movements, disciples of the Great Ones are to be found, and they are steadily gathering momentum, and will before long enter upon their designated task. It must not be forgotten that only those souls who are on the probationary path, or the path of discipleship, will form the nucleus of the coming world religion. There is no question, therefore, that the work to be done in familiarizing the general public with the nature of the mysteries is of paramount importance at this time. These mysteries will be restored to outer expression through the medium of the Church and the Masonic fraternity. If those groups leave off being organizations with material purpose and become organisms with living objectives, when the Great One comes with his disciples and initiates, we shall have the restoration of the mysteries and their esoteric presentation as a consequence of the first initiation," unquote. That is what Zeitgeist is, ladies and gentlemen. That is what these people who are promoting 2012 are doing. They are externalizing the hierarchy, the mysteries, inducting you into the New Age, just as Theosophy wants, just as was planned.
Liberal organizations, including the United Nations, are pursuing the development of a one-world religious organization. Today, on the United Nations' 55th anniversary, CBN News reporter Wendy Griffith takes a look at what's behind this push for a global religious voice.
After a while, the drums, chants, and prayers representing many of the world's leading religions all started to sound alike, somehow losing their flavor in a melting pot of spiritual soup. The first ever Millennium World Peace Summit of religious and spiritual leaders took place at the United Nations in August, and some believe it marked the first major step toward a movement to usher in a global spiritual body that may one day speak for all religions. Robert McGinnis with the Family Research Council says it appears the hidden agenda is to unite people under one religious organization so they will peacefully accept UN goals such as population control, abortion rights, and one world government.
Instead of all these different gods, maybe there's one God who manifests himself and revealed himself in different ways to different people. You know, what about that, huh?
CNN founder and billionaire Ted Turner was the honorary chair of the World Religion Summit. Turner, known for his critical views on biblical Christianity, promoted the New Age concept that there are many ways to heaven.
The thing that disturbed me is that my religious Christian sect was very intolerant, not intolerant of religious freedom for other people, but they thought that we were the only ones going to heaven.
Supporters of a global religious voice have come down hard on evangelical Christians who refuse to adopt their New Age agenda.
Now, it has been admitted by Freemasons themselves that Illuminized Freemasonry will restore the esoteric theosophical beliefs to the public, brainwashing everyone to hate Christianity and usher in the Age of Aquarius. As far back as 1927, the Freemason W.L. Wilmhurst stated, quote, In this new Aquarian age, when many individuals and groups are working in various ways for the eventual restoration of the mysteries, an increasing number of aspirants are beginning to recognize that Freemasonry may well be the vehicle for this achievement. If anyone is curious what restoring the mysteries means, it means the populace going back to worshipping the ancient gods such as Horus, Dionysus, Attis, Krishna, etc. However, before that happens, the public has to be familiarized with the mysteries, and that is what Zeitgeist has done. A huge portion of the population is now familiar with Horus, Attis, Dionysus, and Krishna, although they were given false information of them. That is what Freemasonry teaches. That is what the Illuminati believe. They believe what Helena Blavatsky has told them. Alice Bailey's husband, Foster Bailey, helped connect Theosophy and Masonry to some degree. He was a Freemason who wrote the book The Spirit of Masonry. In it he reveals that Freemasonry and the Illuminati are now one, also united with Theosophy. He states, quote, "They can be known by others as the masters of the wisdom, for they are skilled in the divine ways and have mastered the arts and sciences, which their fellow men have yet to master. They are the dispensers of light, and to them has been given by virtue of their achievement the privilege and the authority to pronounce the great Masonic formula, 'Let there be light,' and to evoke the response, 'And there was light.' They are therefore sometimes known as the Illuminati, and can direct the searchlight of truth wherever its beams are needed to guide the pilgrim on his way. They prepare the candidate for those great revelations and expansions of consciousness which are the reward of all those who persevere in their quest. Stage by stage they assist at the unfolding of consciousness of the candidate until the time comes when he can enter into light and in his turn become a light bearer, one of the Illuminati who can assist the Lodge on High in bringing humanity into light. Now, Annie Besant is another middleman, so to speak, for she was an early Theosophist born October 1st, 1847. She converted to Theosophy after meeting Blavatsky in Paris. She would further the connection to Freemasonry when in 1902 she was initiated into the Blue Lodge in England. According to the International Bulletin, September 20th, 1933,